Really proud of our guys. It's been a great regular season, and very appreciative of everything that they've done for us this year, of kind of setting the tone in a lot of different ways for our program. And we just kind of, I don't know if it was run out of gas or what in the second half. They stepped it up, and we just couldn't match that. We only had 2 turnovers at half. We get 10 in the second half, and then we just couldn't stop. They did a good job of doing actions in the middle of the court, and Flynn is an awfully good player. Seen enough of him at Washington State, let alone now at San Diego State. But obviously a really, really good basketball team that we played, and I thought our guys gave great effort. We just came up on the short end of it. But very pleased, third place finish. They've done a lot of good things, and now hopefully we can go to Vegas. It's going to be a fight. I think we'll get the winner of Colorado State, Wyoming, and we've had 4 battles with both of those teams. So whoever you get, it's going to be a battle. This tournament should be very exciting for fans because I think there's a lot of balance, and when you get on a neutral floor, anything can happen. So we're playing well. We had a great February that you usually that's what you want to do heading into March. So our guys have done a lot of good things getting our team ready for March. And you're not promised a lot of games in March, so it's really about winning to advance. Where non-conference, you guaranteed 12 or 13, and conference, you guarantee 18. Now there's no guarantees outside of the first one. And so I'll be anxious to see how we handle things, but we're much more prepared now than what we were about a month ago.
Questions? You're obviously only with this group of seniors for a year, but what do they mean to you specifically as a group of guys rather than players?
Well, they bought in, right from the beginning. When we got here, other than the guys that we brought in, every last one of these other guys were in a transfer portal. So, we didn't know what our team would. When we got hired in April, we had no idea what our team was even going to look like. Other than Jordan, everybody stayed. The kid was the other transfer. I can't remember his name. He left as well. But really, these guys did a great job of buying in the summer, listening, working, and the thing I've been most impressed with when you really look at our roster, only Lindsey and Jazz have really been through these wars. Niz didn't play much. Jazz came off the bench. So everybody had different roles, and for them to do the things they've done through 30 games, I'm just super proud of, because they've worked, they've been a blast to coach, on and off the court. They've done everything we've asked, and hopefully we got a lot of ball ahead of us, because this group's been pretty special.
Where do you feel like this one got away from you guys, I suppose?
Well, they did a good job of getting the ball inside. Wetzel's really good inside, and I thought we did a good job of getting Mitchell in foul trouble. Mitchell has 8 points, 2 rebounds, so we live with that. We just couldn't. Flynn just got away from us, and that we couldn't guard his actions. He was good at 35 points, 5 assists. He created offense for himself, and he created offense for others, and they had some timely shots that they made. And then I thought we got a little bit, so I thought defensively we didn't get the stops at all that we needed in the second half, and that's where this team's going to have to grow. And that's the hardest for, I think, new guys to understand, because you're so wrapped up in what you do offensively. And they've just got to learn, and they've got to grow from a defensive standpoint. And if we can do that, then March will be nice to us. If we don't, then March won't last very long, because you're not just going to make a lot of shots. Case in point, tonight we shoot 49% and we lose. So we make 10 threes and we lose. So most of it was at the defensive end tonight, and that's really where our struggles have been from a consistent standpoint. And for us to take the next step, that's where we got to get growth.
Any more questions for Coach?
Coach, just now at the senior activities, you more than once mentioned culture and the players helping you build that. So 30 games into it, is that culture where you thought it would be, or where you wanted it to be?
That's where I'd hoped. That's where I'd hoped it'd be. And, our last game right near a sellout, it was our biggest crowd of the year. The crowd was tremendous again. And I want to say a huge thank you for them for staying around, because they've probably never been a part of senior night like that. It's how I've always done it. I don't like the quickness that happens at the front end of games. It's very let's give flowers to mom, let's introduce, and beyond, let's do the tip. And I just have always thought seniors, that they need to, one, express themselves, and they need to be honored the right way because they put a lot of blood and sweat into representing their school the best that they can. And so for a crowd that doesn't know how we do things with senior night, I can't thank them enough for staying around, for honoring our guys. And, hopefully they felt it because every last one of them mentioned Reno, mentioned this community. Most of them said it's a second home. And those are things that you hope for when you end up getting guys that come through your school and spend as much time as these seniors have been here. JC 1 year, two of them a couple years, and then Lindsey a bunch of years. So I'm very appreciative of the fans for doing that. It was very nice.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
With you, Lindsey. Obviously, the game didn't go the way you guys wanted it. What was it like just wrapping up your career of all that?
It was great. Honestly, the fans came out. The support was, through the roof. They definitely, at times kept us, in the game. So really, hats off to them for the support all year long.
Yeah, same thing. They supported us for the past 3 years that I've been here. They've supported us as best as you could. I couldn't ask for more in the entire Reno community. And again, like Lindsey said, we didn't get the job done. But on a personal note, I feel like it was lovely to end, I guess, like my home career being here in Lawler. Because a lot of guys, they end up having to play, their last game away. It was fun. It's fun to be able to say that, I got to play my last home game here for the last regular season.
Lindsey, where do you feel like this one got away from you guys?
You said when or how?
Where or how or just when?
Honestly, I think, second half, we kind of relaxed a little bit. Hats off to them. They were executing, knocking down shots. We weren't knocking down as many shots in the second half as we were in the first half. So, situations like that, we just got to keep playing defense and just rely on that more.
That's it, Jeff. Do you leave this one confident knowing you can run with these guys, especially if you get on a neutral side perhaps?
For sure. I can say we lasted a half the first time. This time I would say up until with 6 minutes left, and then it just came down to, who made shots. Because, I can say, I haven't watched the film yet, but I can say that, both teams were guarding pretty decent. Shots were contested. It's just a matter of, who's going to make them. They made them down the stretch, and that's something we're going to work on. We're going to work on our execution and just what we can do in crunch time situations in order to ensure wins like that.
Lindsey, Coach, one of the first things he said was he's pretty fired up for this Mountain West tournament being, wide open. And I was curious if that's something you would agree with. When you look at 1 through 11 teams, do you see this as an open tournament?
Yeah, definitely. Going into the Mountain West tournament, I don't think anybody's, really fair to anybody. All the teams are good. All the teams are tight. A lot of close games this year with every team. So, going to the tournament for sure is definitely open.
Jazz, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, like Lindsey said, all the teams are really competitive. You look at the top, obviously you got San Diego State, and then you have like our bottom few, but then you have a bunch of teams that are packed in together that, anybody could be anybody at that point. So, it's important that, each of us go in there with confidence and know, that we've been doing something special and not let this game bring our confidence down. We go into the tournament and we do what we do.
You guys settle a bet for me now that Lawler's done. Who this year got the loudest cheers? I thought it was a tie.
He has his own chant, though.
No. Technically, it's not as loud, but definitely.
Nah, not me. He has the whole Drew thing. That thing.
It's not as loud. It's not as loud when they say it.
Okay.
That's.
So he has the expression, but you have the volume.
Yeah.
Sure.
Any more questions for the players? Lindsey, what was it like just to share that moment, though, with your family especially, and just maybe have a moment to reflect on things kind of all coming full circle?
Yeah, definitely. Those little introduction they do, those things are pretty long. Time was going by pretty slow because I just kept thinking back of everything, and I was really trying to hold in some tears. I'm pretty sure my eyes were watery the whole time, but Yeah, it was really a special moment. Honestly, I can't thank the community enough and what the school's done for me. Really can't enough. Reno's a second home. I've said that plenty of times, but yeah, honestly, the love I get sometimes, I don't even know why sometimes. But yeah, it's honestly great. Just thank the whole community.
Same with you, Jared. It's been quite a journey for you to get to this moment, to share that with your family, who's been right there with you.
For sure. You know, like you said, like I've worked hard to get to where I'm at today. And it's, you know, this kind of day is kind of like the pinnacle of it all, you know, to be able to, you know, you work so hard your entire life, and then, you know, you get to end your last year and your family's there. I wish it could have ended in a win, but, you know, it's just everything that, you know, I was able to have my family, my second family in Reno, to be here with me as well. And it's just, you know, it's an amazing situation. You know, I can't thank everyone enough. I can't thank my teammates enough. You know, past and current teammates. I can't thank coaches enough, including everyone that was on Muss's staff as well as Muss. Thank you, Coach Alford. I want to say that too. Noodles, everybody. It's been fun, but you know it's not over yet. So let's keep it going.
Any more questions? Pretty good inning, gentlemen.